Hello everyone, my name's FlareBlitzed here. We've returned back to the Hanged Man. Otherwise I'm going to call in the future the Upside Down Man. Or something like that. The man... no, okay. The man that's hanging around? Probably, no. The hanging... no. Anything to do... man. Hi Will. Bit of blood. Yeah, get back into the swing of things. And there's blood on the bed. Under the bed, there's a dark red stain on it. I wonder what it is. It could only... ah, there's something under the bed. My beloved Alex. Alex? Yeah. I was thinking Alex with A-L-E-X rather than A-L-E-C. I heard you're being moved to the back building in 2 weeks. I suppose I'll never get to meet you again. If you can still understand me at all, read this letter carefully. 1 week from now, I'll come to see you. Sit at the rightmost seat in the visiting room. I'll have a knife put under the table. Take it with you in secret. There will be 2 there, but only take 1. Arkin will bring the other one to you if you fail. Arkin had told me he'll definitely get this letter to you. Once you've read this, hide it, and don't show anyone. Because if anyone finds it, it will mean trouble for Arkin. Sincerely, your loving mother. Okie dokie. That's... oh... I was to say that's okay, but it's not okay. Not in the slightest. Not in the slightest okay, so I need to go somewhere which has... something. It could even be a place where we need to backtrack, probably. Well, we'll try backtracking anyways and see what we can find out. Dining room, we've already been here. I don't think there'll be anything else here after Keith's meddling with us. And, oh, this door's ajar now. Okay. And somebody smashed up a chair. This place gives me a really bad feeling. Does it now? A toppled folding chair. Ah, so that's what we stopped on. It's just that. Locked? Can we use the key here, possibly? Ah, here we go. So this room has something in it, probably. There's something between the table and floor. Obtain a knife. Okay, we can use the knife for our own personal misdeeds. Or deeds, depending on how it is. Let's find a rat and cook it and then eat it. Cook it real good, otherwise you'll be probably poisoned. Oh. Golly sakes, what the heck is with you? Coming down from a roof like that? I hope you're well, because I certainly am not having any of your rubbish, dear mirror. Somebody is out there after me, and I don't know why you think that picking on me would be a very good idea. I don't know. So what other... okay, we don't have any other keys. I don't think there'll be anything else that way. What else could be around at this point in time? No, don't think that would be the case actually. Unless there would be something in here, I don't know. I thought there was something in here after a while. Like an item of some sorts. Refrigerator. Maybe I'm just imagining these scenes. Just like these jump scares. Just like these jump scares in the game. Something's inside, but it will not open. Oh dearie me. Dearie ma. Go down here then, see what we can find. Over here and up here. Come on. This crying individual needs to be solved. So which one was it? 411's one that's blocked off. So this is the first floor. This is the marked floor. This is the third floor. Fourth floor. Unless this is the third floor. But why is the crying originating from this floor? Maybe that was the fifth floor. I don't know anymore. Giving me the... Oh, hi! That's not Bob. Do you think it might be Bob? Hello, secret access. There's a hole near the bottom of the wall. Light is coming through from the neighbouring room. Go through the hole, most certainly. Hello.
Hey.
Greetings.
You were the one in the hall earlier, huh? I thought about talking to you, but you were praying.
Pop!
Oh, this? Is it your pet?
He's more like my friend, kind of.
Aw.
That's a cute friend you have. But still kind of weird to have a rat friend. I mean, they can't talk, right?
Pop can talk.
Oh, really? I've never met a talking rat before. Hey, Pop, wanna say hi to Ed?
That's Ed.
Your name's Ed?
Yeah, short for Edward. And you?
Will. Do you live here, Ed?
Nah, I have a home, but I can't go back. I'm staying here for a while.
Let's just say Ed's voice actor is very, very on point with the text.
I would be leaving soon, but I've got something to do, so I'm still not sure.
Pop!
Bit.
He ran off. I guess he hates me.
Pop!
Were you looking for him? Sorry I made him run. I'd like to help look, but I'm busy searching too.
What are you searching for?
A notebook. It's small and black. I thought it was in this room, but I can't find it.
Well, I'll look for Pop, but I'll bring that if I find it. Could you catch Pop if he comes back here?
Oh, sure thing. Thanks, Will.
One could say that. Storybook. Dusty storybook. Notebook. So you're looking for a sketchbook of some kind. Dirty bed leans against the wall. The spring seems to be broken. Small sink. Crack in the wall. And...
Is the notebook really here?
Yeah, it should have been. Maybe it was in some other room. I'll have to look around later.
You're making a real mess there.
I got hungry, so I've been eating. I think your friend wanted my leftovers.
Eek. Oh, and last time Steam achievements came on the overlay, and that's because the overlay was enabled. But by putting it in software mode, which I think should help the frame rates on my game when it comes to stuff like heavy snowfall, should make it more stable. But unfortunately, it also removes that overlay. Almost forgot to put my flashlight back on. Wondering why it was so dark, and that was the reason. Oh, it's just anywhere, okay. Still nothing in the premises. What to do here? Really? What to do? That crying is still there, but yet none of these rooms have an opening for us. Like, there's nothing distinctive about any of these rooms. Most of these rooms are just red herrings or just there to look the part. But unfortunately, I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot about this red writing. It doesn't help. Maybe the spirit lies within the writing and we just don't know. I remember this part of the game always being very difficult. Unorthodox, as it were. Come on, spirit, stop crying and come out. Wherever you are. I did not have all day to cry. So reveal your lovely little toothies. Lock. So it will not open. Seems to be locked from the inside. And that won't open either. Who the heck? It seems we're making progression. There it is again. Sounds like someone crying. Who the heck? Nothing on the shelves, nothing on the shelves. Well, there is somebody over there. Maybe it's just ourselves. Ah, something here, I believe. Let's go forward then. Stealthily. Empty cans of juice. Contains some old documents, nothing on the shelves. Trash can is empty. Oh yeah, if we go along here then. We're not, okay, let's look through the window then. Look at that. Oh, somebody collapsed. Sheer shock has caused our young friend to collapse. This is why I hate the dark. Okay. Just that. Because there's always something there.
Okay, well, good night.
Mom,
Yes?
it's nothing.
If you say so. Good night.
What do you mean it's nothing? Have you got something to say? Is there something lurking around underneath your sheets? Hi. When it's night and the room goes dark, he always appears. He never says a word, he's just there. He must be a meme. I try to call for Mum, but it's pointless. He disappears once the lights come on. Just who is he? Does he want to tell me something? Is he my friend, or is he an enemy? A villain?
You've got guts to take a nap here, kid.
Hi, Keith.
You! What did you come here for?
Did you find your rat?
No.
Just leave him. I'm sure he'll have a fine life out in the wild. Now, how about you give up and head home, Mr. William Morton?
William Morton.
Huh? Why do you...
Word of advice, when you run from home, don't bring your student ID. Even if you do hide it in your jacket.
You can't just take people's things.
So what is it you skipped school and came all this way for? How about this then? What kind of business do you have with David? I'm asking you what you want with David, resident at 135 Womack Street. What's your relation to him?
I'm his cousin. No, stop snooping already.
One more thing. Are you receiving any threats?
Huh?
Demon child, huh? That's one worrying letter to be walking around with.
Give that back!
Answer my question. Or would you rather be lectured by a scary officer at the police station?
I'm not being threatened. I think.
Huh?
I said give it back. Why do you know David? Does he know you?
Yep.
Met him a while back. Now we go drinking sometimes. So what's your story?
It's none of your business.
Really? Well, go off and look for your rat.
You come with me.
No.
And why should I?
'Cause I'm...
Speak up, kid.
'Cause I'm scared walking around here on my own. You just laughed, didn't you?
I'm not laughing.
Liar.
Oh, I'm the liar. Why would you be getting scared now? You were waltzing around here just fine earlier.
Because Pop was with me. That's why I could still handle it.
Eh?
If Pop's there, I'm fine. If I listen to Pop, we'll always be okay. I should have known. I shouldn't have come here. Way out to this town. In all this snow. Pop tried to stop me. He said I shouldn't, but I kept insisting.
You hit your head, kid. If you really think your rat's talking to you, you ought to visit a hospital.
If Pop doesn't come back, what do I do? It's so cold, and I'm all alone. What if
you've been hypnotized by these different things you're seeing, including Pop?
Hey now, don't cry. You're 14, right? Can't go crying that easily.
I'm not crying.
Listen, this building's full of rats. Seen a bunch along the way. Does yours have any identifying features?
His right leg's bent. There's a little fur missing on it.
Alright. If I catch him, I'll bring him to you. But don't get your hopes up. You can keep searching some, but be ready to give up if you don't find him. You're not staying here past nightfall. Got that?
You won't come with me?
No.
Look like I came here for a relaxing stroll. I'm busy with work here.
Just, who are you?
I'm a detective.
And why are you here?
That, my friend, is
It's none of your business.
Well, what's your name?
Keith. Now get on your way.
Ghost in the Bell. Achievement unlocked. A clutch bag, maybe it's Keith's. All the years you suffered, those were the best years of your life. George Schmidt.
Hey, stop digging around in there.
Don't threaten me!
It's not
Is that
threatening
photo
you.
yours? That's this building, right?
Not mine. I'm borrowing it. Although, I doubt I'll give it back.
Important information. You get yelled at. Yes, I think that's all the best to not interfere with Keith's work. A part of our documents.
Hey, what kind of building is this anyway? A hospital?
It was an old mental hospital. It got shut down ages ago, though. After millionaire Jim Court bought up the forest, it was repurposed as a homeless shelter for a few years.
But
Shelter?
A place the homeless could call home.
Was that incident 15 years ago thing true? What was it about?
Sorry, I'm not really one to tell spooky stories to people liable to put their hands.
This building's strange. There are these shadows or something. And locked doors opening up all of a sudden.
Locked doors? Well, that'd be me.
yeah, locked doors is logical. Shadows are not. Unless they're your own or something. Or Keith's. Or anybody else's.
Huh?
Unlike you, little trespasser, I have permission to be here. So I also borrowed some of the keys. Of course it's old, so lots have been lost to time.
But still, there are these shadow things. They're moving all around.
Oh yeah, shadows everywhere. Because it's dark, and you're freaked out, so you think they're moving.
And
What? Go on, find your rat.
he seems busy with investigation. Okay, that's the end of the dialogues with Keith Berry there.
Hey, Keith. Did you unlock this door?
Who knows? What's been unlocked already?
Mm-hmm. Well, let's go in then and see what we can find. Obtained a key. Excellent. We've done that. Done that good. Keith Barron is quite cold. Not as cold in this game as he was in The Boogeyman, but he's still a really cool character. Document room? Where is that within the premises? Well, neither of these rooms. So it's gotta be... Document room... Aha! First floor. Where we were originally. We are getting on our way, on our way, on our way, on our way. Ignoring you crying, if I was crying there. Maybe the crying is not there anymore, I don't know. We don't know, and to be honest, who cares? Because I think the shadow, whatever it was that was crying, has moved along its way. Don't worry, Will, it's all in your head. Your mind is playing tricks on you, ever since you were little. And those little spooky things kept coming and saying that you're going to be alright, when the only thing they were giving you are problems. Okay, so that's locked, and now let's use the key. Excellent. Keys are useful, except when they're...
Pop?
Hi there.
Pop! Good, I found you. Come on down, Pop. Let's go. This place is just... You can't get down? Wait there. I'll get you down.
Are you sure that's Pop? There's something underground. Obtained tarot cards. A movable ladder. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to move it. Aha! We can move it at this... But not at that angle, though. There's no way we'll... Alright, here? Maybe up here... Nope, we can't get it from there. We'll have to do it from another position. Position. Da-na-na-na-na-na. So it has to be this way round. Where the crack doesn't lie, otherwise Pop will not escape.
Pop! Why did you run away, Pop?
I don't know, but let's look at this tabloid nonetheless. The tragedy that befell the homeless, the happy murders. Cross out the happy part. Are you familiar with a certain incident that occurred in the deep woods on the outskirts of Marvell Hill? Deep Woods Hospital, which once accommodated patients with mental illness, was abandoned in 1970 and long neglected. But it was later purchased, woods and all, by one Jim Cork, famous millionaire and philanthropist. I don't know how to pronounce that name, sorry. Cork made use of the old hospital as a shelter for the homeless, calling in priests to open a chapel and running a social action program. Yet all of this came to an end with that gruesome incident, which would come to be called the Happy Murders. One winter day, a priest in the chapel noticed something amiss with the shelter's residents. He attempted to question them as they kept suspiciously silent, and soon discovered 5 corpses in the building. Those are the 5 corpses we saw earlier, I believe. But then again, we only saw 4 of them. 4 of the 5. So it means one of them is a bit special, in a way. But then again, what's special about death? Okay, let's move on. The cause of death all differed, from stabbing to strangling, and they were all found in all different locations. Yet there was a common feature. The bodies were all in plain sight, hanging from a rope in the room. After the police questioning, 5 amongst the residents confessed to murder. As to their motives, they gave various reasons, having an argument or having never liked their victim. But they spoke not a word about the bodies hanging from ropes. The police announced that the most recent corpse was 3 days dead, and the oldest corpse had been dead for 3 weeks. Now, you're noticing something bizarre, aren't you? In the 3 weeks since the first murder, 4 other murders took place. And the homeless residing in the shelter decided not to report them, but to go on pretending they didn't see a thing. After the 5 criminals confessed and stated their motives, they all made this final comment. Now, I finally become happy. Cork had the facility completely shut down, and the homeless living there all dispersed, without ever speaking of what had happened. Deepwood Hospital has not been demolished nor renewed since the Happy Murders. It simply sits there quietly in the forest. And somehow this paper made it to here, so it means that somebody else is involved. Somebody else has been lurking about. Yep, it certainly was. Yeeks, I shouldn't have read that. Me reading stuff like that only makes me worse. Obtain the tabloid. It's okay. It's okay. Pop, why are you running? Do you hate me now? Nope. Not because we hate you, but because of other things. And on other things. Who's about? Who's about in here? Show yourselves. I remember something happening here, but I'm not too sure. There's a building map posted up. What is it with these building maps? Let's take it. Arena map. Area map? Yeah, I can't speak today. Something map. A map. This map. Something to do with maps. A notice has been left on the board. Notice. Dr. Dennis Snyder has taken a long vacation on recuperation purposes. Okay. Or is it like breakers? Nothing in the trash can. A doll. Oh man, the dolls. They are creepy but freaking dolls. An iron gate is locked and won't open. For goodness sakes. What happened over here? There's a hole in the floor. There's a massive ink there. Crack in the floor. And then this. Something's on top of a flower pot. Is it a doll? It is a doll. A headless doll. Why is it headless? And there's this string tied around it. Wait. Is this hair?
Hey!
Hi,
Jeez,
Sophie.
what does it take to get your attention? Are you just ignoring me? So, you're Will, right? I don't have the wrong person, do I? Oh, I'm glad I got it right. Okay, let's get going. You'll catch a cold.
Stop! Stay away from me. You're that cafe girl, aren't you? Why do you know me? And you stirred a hole for me earlier.
I asked David. You're his cousin, aren't you?
Huh? You asked David?
Yeah.
I'm David's friend. He's worried, don't you know? Okay, let's head home.
Hey, wait a sec.
Fine.
I said wait! Let go, you stupid girl!
Jeez, you're noisy. I'm just doing what I was asked, okay?
What do you mean, asked? Explain yourself.
So, after I was done with work, I called David. I was like, I had a customer who looked just like you. Then David said that was his cousin, who came to visit but disappeared, and he'd been looking. So I decided to help him look. A truck driver near the freeway said he saw a boy head into the woods alone. So I wondered if he might have been here. David's been super worried, so what were you thinking, visiting him and then disappearing?
Oh, be quiet. I was gonna go back eventually, but that isn't important right now.
What's that mean?
I got separated from my friend in there. I can't leave until I find him.
Huh, you came here with your friend? David didn't say anything like that.
It's a rat friend.
Alright, in that case I'll help you look.
Huh?
I mean, there's no way you can just ditch your friend. Let's get you reunited and leave quick, okay? If it starts snowing hard, getting back will be rough.
Well, we didn't specify to Sophie who your friend was. That's the troubling feature of that scenario. Okay, so we have Sophie Grundler on our side. I'm saying that's a positive thing because Sophie is always full of energy. Energy, okay? So, oh yeah, because now the doll's gone. It's gone.
There was a doll here, but it's gone.
Was there really? You weren't just seeing things?
Indeed.
You're doubting me? I really saw it.
Jeez, no need to shout. You You're a weird one.
Yeah, I agree, Sophie. But still. Howdy, doll. May I implant this knife into you? Okay, not yet. We need to find more clues in order to activate that particular... Okay, now this is open. What's that doll done? This doll's done it, hasn't it? Toilet room number 1. Why did Sophie decide to come along with Will? I wouldn't. I'll just tell Will, is there any detectives nearby? And then go to the detective. And then grab Will by the ear out of here. And tell him to forget your rat. What's it with these? All of these are the same. You're different. Bonk. Get used to the door sound. Right, what else is here? The tower cards need to be used in a little while. A seat. A machine you don't really understand. Well, none of these machines are quite that understandable. Cans on the floor, but can you understand it? Seat. Shelves. More shelves. And that. Oogie boogie. And then there's this room. Did you say you're a boogeyman in your nightmare, Sophie? Did David have a precious box? I mean, did Keith have a precious box? Fire extinguisher, which we can't use. Oh, hi there.
Huh? Mr. Keith?
Why are you here?
Do you two know each other?
I guess. Why are you here, Mr. Keith? Bored?
I don't think bored is the
You
word.
think I take my walks in places like this? It's for work, obviously. You're the one who needs to explain herself.
David said he was looking for his cousin, so I'm helping. But said cousin says he got separated from his friend, so I thought I'd help him look.
Nothing gets you to shy away, huh? I say you should just get out of here. Lest you two forget, this is technically private property.
Yes, sir.
Get going. I'll tell on you to your papa, Sophie.
I know.
Gosh. Sophie was trying to be the good one, but then the bad Will came out and said, no, let's go look for our friends. A toolbox is on a shelf out of reach. Can you get it?
Hey, Keith, can you get that toolbox down?
Sophie, get it for him?
I can't reach it either.
Sure.
Good. Thank you. Hey, we got a screwdriver, a crowbar, and a hammer. Lovely days. Got all that done and out of account.
Hey, what's your connection with Keith?
He saved me when I got involved in an incident a little while ago. He's also my dad's client right now.
Client?
Papa's job covers things like inheritance, and I guess he wants to write a will and testament.
A will and testament? He seems pretty young still.
He's pretty
Or
old.
not, people die.
Mm-hmm.
I guess so. Hey, is he really a detective? He's kind of nasty and stern and scary. He's not a bad guy?
No, he's not.
No, not a bad guy. Not a good one either, mind.
Well, which is it?
I mean, every time we meet, he always teases me. Like calling me matchstick,
That's terrible.
right?
God, these two have something in common. They both have a dislike for our poor Detective Keith. Oh, so what's with this room, then? Small toy house, colourful teddy bears, small toy house. Something to do with starving chickens, I don't know. What, a doll, its stomach is cut open with cotton coming out. Is that supposed to be a hint or something? And then there's another one right there. Who the hell can fit in those houses anyway? There's a storybook. The boy who cried wolf. Once there was a shepherd boy who had to look after a flock of sheep. One day he felt bored and decided to play a trick on the villagers. He shouted, "Help! Wolf! Wolf!" Villagers heard his cries and rushed out of the village to help the shepherd boy. When they reached him, they asked, "Where's the wolf?" The shepherd boy laughed loudly. "Nah, I fooled you, all of you. I was only playing a trick on you." A few days later, again, he helped Wolf again. The villagers would and again they found the boy tricked them. They were very angry with him for being so naughty. Then, some time later, a wolf really went into the field. The wolf attacked one sheep, and then another, and another. The sheep boy ran towards the village, shouting, "Help, help, wolf, help somebody!" The villagers heard his cries, but they laughed, because they thought it was just another trick. The boy ran into the nearest village and said, "A wolf is attacking the sheep. I lied before, but it's true this time." Finally, the villagers went to look. It was true. They could see the wolf running away and many dead sheep lying in the grass. Well, what a pleasant story, isn't it? Patience. Patience. There are some drawings that looks like a child's, and what does the drawings indicate? One day a shepherd boy saw a wolf meeting other wolves. They were talking about attacking the villagers and eating them, but the boy said nothing to the villagers. A few days later, lots of wolves attacked the village, but wolves ate lots of the villagers. The boy watched the villagers being eaten and shouted, "It serves you right. You wouldn't believe me, so you got punished. That's great." Great. Great as in cheese grate, not great as in like, that's so great. There's a piece of paper on the desk. It's titled, "A Conversation with Lisa Gardner." Sophie's last name? No, Grundler, that's the one, sorry. Gardner, Grundler. They're both different. "Lisa, could you tell us about your pictures? Is that the boy who cried wolf?" "Yeah, that's right." "It seems to have a different ending. Did you come up with that?" "Yes, that's right." "Why did the boy let the villagers die?" "Because they didn't believe him." "The boy was the one who lied. Isn't he the one who did something wrong?" "Grown-ups lie all the time too." "And all the villagers died?" "No, 4 of them are still on the run." "What are they doing now?" "I don't know, but a wolf better eat them soon." "Why should they be eaten?" "Once all the bad grown-ups are gone, we can go anywhere." Damn it, Lisa. Why are you so evil? Just like the one in The Simpsons. Why are you so evil? Wait, was that? Oh, it's just a ball, okay. I thought it was a doll for a second there. My eyes deceived me. And what's up with these rooms? A machine I don't really understand. Yeah, none of these things I quite understand at all. Like 0% understandable at this point in time. Well, greetings.
What is it?
I heard something.
There was some sort of shadow.
Hey, stop it. You just mistook something, right?
Indeed. You did mistake something. It was a hallucination. There's something under the bed. And it's a doll. Great. Let's cut the doll.
Hold on. What are you doing?
Don't ask me the details. I'm just doing what I've been instructed by the shadows. Ones in which you don't believe me are there. Anyone over here? Anyone in door number 1? Anyone in door number 2? Anyone in door wait, no, that's the urinal. There's not a door. I'll be very impressed if you can get your head stuck in it, though. The Boy Who Cried Wolf, version 2. Well, isn't that just great? Another shadow thing. Hi. We're not going to cut to the details of that one because that's just self-explanatory. We go into the toilet and we all die. Hey, look, a doll. It's another doll.
It's the doll that was in the flower pot.
It was over there?
Yeah.
You're sure of that? Are you saying the doll moved by itself?
I'm not lying. It was really over there before.
Seriously, you don't have to shout.
Look, you don't have to shout. I'm literally 2 feet away from you. Will, I can hear you perfectly clear. This is a very isolated room. Claustrophobic room, actually. And you're shouting. There's a doll with hair wrapped around it in the toilet. It has no head. Oh, we can't cut it open. There's something else that needs to happen. Okay, the crowbar would be the least likely tool to use. Okay, it's pitch black up there, so I can't tell if it's snowing or not. Earlier, or last night, it was snowing. 27th of February. Did I already go in this room? I've probably... Well, another creep. Don't you dare keep doing this. Well, I don't know where you went, but it seems to me that we should investigate absolutely everywhere and anywhere. Maybe under the table? Nope. Oh, look at this. A staff member's diary. That Andy really creeps me out. He's always gathering people around the visiting area for some weird divination. They're convinced they have to follow their fortunes. Sometimes they won't eat, or others won't take baths, or they burn their own hands. The patient in 2103 is finally getting sent to Building 3. Thank goodness. That girl drove the doctor up the wall and sent him on vacation. And making psychiatrists neurotic is no joke. Just watching her wander around makes me feel like I might lose it too. And he's not listening to me anymore. Says he's got a bad fortune. So he won't leave the room. He's just been clinging onto the table. We'll have to hope he dies that way. Lost the keys of the library. Well, there's a spare, so I can probably leave it. Besides, I don't want to get yelled at. Great. Nicely done. Good for our behalf. Checking the beds. Checking that. Checking in here. Is there anything in here? Oh, maybe in the bath. The bathtub is filled with muddy water. Maybe the grate. A wash basin and drain. Looking closely, there's something in the drain. Let's use the crowbar to get it out of the drain then. There's a door in the drain. Okay, let's cut that one open then. Yes. Another stab. Another stabbed doll. Done. Dunzo. Wait, do we have a crowbar? How the hell does using that remove the crowbar? Logically. If you use it to remove a basin, or whatever that was, that grate, it would not make the crowbar go away. Unless you somehow magically made it fall down that hole. You are, whatever. We'll just deal... We've already been this. About this patient. This incredibly insane patient. I don't mean to do that again. That's right. I'm going to hold the right arrow key down so that we can get out of here as fast as possible. Right, that will not open. So we're going to look out for more signs. Well, fortunately, there is one said place where a doll has lurked about. And hold on, I just need to wipe my screen for a little bit there. Very gently, as annoying enough, this laptop screen is touchpad. I don't want anything done to it. Cool. Hey, Mr. Keith. Okay, Mr. Keith is still there, looking as cold as ever. Why does that auto deactivate? Whatever. How many of his dolls are there? I know you're in there. I witnessed you earlier. You're there, Neff. Cut the doll. There's a permanent shadow behind. Oh, it just conjoins, that's all. So where's the last doll? Where would the last doll be? Obviously, there's got to be another one around here somewheres. Well, again, it's just one's head playing with them, like if it were a game. There ain't a ghost around here, is there a ghost? Oh, hi there, I hope you're doing well. Maybe you're in here. A seat. Shelves, shelves, shelves. Okay, maybe you're... Well, yeah, there's something underneath a chair. Okay, let's do to this one as well. We're all good and done, I believe. Anything distinctive about any of these particular dolls? Because I forgot to investigate all of them as I cut their stomachs open with a knife. Don't worry, they're not living, it's just a doll. Nothing, nothing, or maybe we need to go to the one that was within the toilet. To maybe all held something of a secret? Not in this room. We investigated one earlier. This one? No. Probably. Nothing. Yeah, there's lots of cut open ones in here. So that's where Will got his motivation from to cut the other ones open. Anything else? Maybe I have to go to a particular part of another room? There could be a fifth one. What's hanging? What's hanging around? Nothing there either. Anything in this room? No. Doing me. Adventures with Will Morton and Sophie Grundler. Do not underestimate what is within such grundles. It still has no head. So I still haven't done something correctly. Dirty bed, dirty bed, dirty bed, machine, 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 maybe here?
What are you doing? It won't open?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's locked, but...
I'll try it. Move aside.
Ah.
Huh. See? It opens.
What?
But don't worry, Will. We're all good. It was just a temporary psychic force field that blocked the door from being able to open. This is where the tarot cards go.
Ah! What was that for?
There were just more shadows.
I told you to knock it off. Are you trying to get me scared?
I'm not lying. There really are these shadow things. I've been seeing them over and over.
It's you, Will. Nobody else has seen them.
Come on, shadows? Just what are you trying to say?
Oh my god, this is about that's cringy. Ghosts.
Ghosts?
His expression is everything.
I'm just freaking out. Oh god, oh god, this is bad, this is bad, we're gonna die.
Shut up! Sophie.
Will says he saw ghosts, so... Mr. Keith, it's scary.
Nah.
Will?
Just so you know, I'm not kidding or anything, but I've been seeing all these weird shadow figures. You have to believe me.
Well, I've got some good news for you. Ghosts don't exist. There you go. Dismissed.
Hold on now. You won't come with us?
No.
Listen to yourself, Sophie. Those fairies now ghosts. What's that? Alien?
For two fairy.
Tell your dad if you keep rambling about nonsense. Out of my sight.
Make fun of me, will you? Well, fine. The two of us can handle it.
Oh, ghosts. It's not shadows, but ghosts. No, that's the thing that makes Sophie scared. Let's all run to our brave detective who will protect us. That expression is just priceless. Two rambling kids, and he's just a... Oh, make him stop, please. Yeah, so we won't be able to just pass here. There's a building map posted up. Okie dokie, with a few of them marked off. Take the map. So now we need to do something with these tarot cards.
What's wrong? You can't go any further?
I'm sort of scared. I've got this weird, gross feeling. I don't want to go.
Huh?
Don't want to go in. Okay, for goodness sakes. Solving out the enigma
Why
of
is there a
these
cloth on this table?
tarot cards.
Sort of looks like what you put tarot cards on.
Really?
A friend of mine used to bring them to school. Look, it's kind of faded in the shape of cards. Maybe it's meant for a 3-card reading?
3-card reading?
It's where you turn over 3 cards from left to right, and they tell you your past, present, and future.
So, there's a cloth laid on a table. I don't have any clues here. Go back. Collect tarot cards. Oh, we don't have any tarot cards down, that's all. Place. Death, the Hanged Man, the Tower, Judgment, the Hermit, the Moon, Justice, the Magician, the Emperor, the Chariot. Okay. Where can we find some clues and where to put these things in order? Or maybe it's meant to be a common knowledge thing and I just do not get it. Well, the dolls are still here, for goodness sakes. Sometimes information just sticks to my head and other times it doesn't. What was this new thing? Okay. Past tyranny. Tyranny unease salvation. So, what would represent that? Tyranny unease salvation. It's got to be a clue to something, but I'm not quite too sure. Tyranny unease salvation. I have no idea. Sheesh, I don't want to place that down. Collect. So we've got a notebook, but it doesn't really give us any clues. I have a feeling that maybe this is something to do with common sense. I have no idea. Damn it. Hint, hint. What about those hints? Or if you can call them hints, that is. I had a lot of trouble the last time I played this game. Because, me personally, I don't like it when clues are very vague. I prefer clues to give you an idea of what to do, rather than it always being synonyms or paraphrasing. Didn't believe him. Going up slow all the time. Four of us on the run. You can still do what you want. I mean, not all grown-ups are bad people. Not all children are good people. Children. Chalk. Don't know. We've just been this way. Oh, losing the plot already, for goodness sakes. But unfortunately, I have no idea where to go. After some research, it's found out that, unfortunately, the Dusty Notebook is the only clue towards these tarot card orders. But it's still very vague. Like, you're supposed to kind of paraphrase it in a way. Okay, I had a new revelation. My past tyranny is why I'm confined here, and now I feel nothing but unease. Which awaits me is only ruin. That is not the future I desire. The only future I need is one of salvation. So there's 4 different words and quotes. But But how the bloody heck is anybody able to solve this without a walkthrough? It's impossible. I find this impossible because there's just no logic to it. And no creative thinking behind this particular order. So, place tarot cards. Oh. So, death. It's you that way. Then moon. Then judgment. That's weird. It's like a strange feeling went away. I need an explanation behind that because that literally makes no sense.
You said you felt gross or something. Is it okay now?
Kind of feels a little better.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, whatever it says. Tarot reading. No, I can't do tarot reading. Who the heck? Who demands? Who demands? Bed is dirty. Yes, I know. One kind of knows it. A drain. There's something on top of a drain. Or maybe it's just me. Somebody who's more intelligent than me could probably solve that tarot card puzzle without needing an explanation. Or even thinking about it. They're like, oh, we could just put it here. Automatically right solved. Let's go through the game, rest of the game. Nah. I prefer logic over random BS. Anything else that we need to look at before we interact with the creepy lurking shadow? Anything to do with these? Oh, I forgot I had the map. I have a map of all things. So look at this. Oh, can't do anything with a hammer. So, I imagine that by power of deduction, we must be on the 2nd floor, probably, or the 1st floor. No, visiting area is where we was in, because that's where the tarot cards were. 208 and 23. So 2208 and 2308 are currently unavailable. Readings. Anything in here? Oh, there is something in here. It's a wooden box on the floor. Take a wooden box, and then there's this scrap of paper on the floor, which got a note. Note 2. That kind of makes sense in a way. Might be. Now we need more information. Or we need something visual to look at in order to know that, oh, this is this, or that's that. If I see something that doesn't click to me, then I think it's either me not being able to understand it, or B is BS. I'm more inclined to think that it is BS. There's a hole in the wall there, but we can't go that way. Let's look at the rest of this floor first. Nope. Not opt to incline for that. Hi. Let's look in this room then. Anything in particular with this room? Why'd you lead me this way then? Maybe there's something in the bathroom? There is, there's a doll.
Again, why is it over here now?
This doll again.
You saw it before too, right?
Is it really the same doll? It's not exactly easy to tell in the dark. Besides, who would have moved it?
Why won't you believe me? This is definitely it.
Because I don't want to believe the doll moved on its own, okay?
Indeed.
Well, yeah.
Sorry for yelling at you, Sophie, but at the same time, why don't you believe me? Why don't you believe me of these weird, creepy things? Weird, creepy things that keeps doing this sort of stuff. The concrete walls crumbled, showing the wood framework for wood is rotting, so it means that we could probably use some in combat. The door is sealed off with an iron plate. Seems more sturdy than the actual wall itself. 220. Oh, so yeah, I was right about that. So 2208 and 2308 must connect. And then this floor has been rubbled away. Rubble is collected on the stairs. It's too dangerous to climb up. Indeed. So, what's to be used here? A screw? No. A hammer will be more liable. Good. We can now go in. Yeah, picture there. Nice. The door to the bathroom is broken. Then what was the purpose behind coming in here in the first place? Debris has fallen to the floor, which must mean, looking above, there's a hole in the ceiling. The stairs are blocked by rubble, so what if I get upstairs through this hole? The chair alone. Ah, the table and chair. And then combine, move the chair onto the table. And then go upstairs through hole in ceiling. Yup. And now we're on the other floor. Simple as that. And there's a hole through here. Oh my gosh. Wait, firstly. Yeah, that's the only way. The door won't open. What's looking around here? Hey, who's looking around here? Sealed off with an iron plate. Iron plate of justice. What the heck? And what's happening in this room? A security box has a dial lock. And I have no idea how to solve it. No clue. Note 2. The first one does look like a dice. The second one looks like a... I don't know. Looks like shelves. And then the third one looks like jail cells. Then there's this.
How many times are you gonna look, you little perv?
That's not...
But there is something on it. 5534. There we go. Naughty kids achievement unlocked. You mean Will? You mean Will's the one? You mean that? And in here we found ourselves a black notebook. Oh, that must be our friend's notebook. Let's look. George Schmid. Maybe this is the notebook Ed wanted. In that case, I shouldn't take a look inside. I hand it over if I see him. Well, maybe we should look inside, you know. You know, we gotta find out all these secrets that people hide. Pop, are you nearby? Well, what about that noise? Dining room. So probably, I didn't know.
Pop! Thank goodness! I finally caught you. Don't go anywhere anymore, Pop. I'm hopeless without you.
It will bite you.
What are you doing?
Sophie, thanks for all your help. Now I finally caught up to Pop.
Huh?
Pop, say hi. This is Sophie.
Ah! Why are you carrying that rat? Don't tell me your friend was...
This is Pop. He's my friend. I've been looking all over for him.
No! Keep it away from me! That's disgusting!
Pop? What?
You're friends with that rat? You've gotta be joking. Those things are so gross. Not to mention...
Diseases.
Look, I didn't mean... I just thought it was a human friend, you know? So, your friend's pretty cute, huh? I don't really care for rats myself, but...
Go. Just go! Get out of here! Why bother showing concern for a kid who's friends with a gross rat, right?
But... you need to go too.
That's what I was going to do, but I'm sure as hell not going with you anymore.
Sorry, Will.
Murdoch?
Will, why did you throw a ball at Mitch?
It wasn't me. Captain Murdoch did it.
Oh, here we go again. And tell me, where exactly is he right now?
He was with me earlier, but he ran when you came, teacher.
Will, what do I always say? No one likes a liar. As punishment, you'll have no recess. Understood?
Teacher got mad at me because of you.
It's not my fault, Will. I was doing it for you.
Why do you keep messing with me? I wanted to be Mitch's friend.
But Mitch treats you like a dummy. He's always smirking around you. Am I wrong?
Maybe you're right, but I...
Listen, Will. Ain't no reason to be friendly with people who don't understand you. Not Mitch, not the others, not teacher. Good friends gotta have understanding. Nobody out of this bunch knows a thing about you. They won't even try to know. Everybody calls you weird, but you know that's not true. They're the weird ones. They're dummies who don't know the things you know. You'd be better off on your own than trying to befriend the likes of them, don't you think? Ain't nothing to worry about, 'cause you've got us. We're the only ones who can understand you. Ain't that right?
Are you guys my friends?
Course we are. Nothing lonely about it, eh, Will? You've got lots of friends.
They're all in my mind. Save at that point. Yep. That's an ending decider there. And I'm going to leave it here, folks. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I probably should have saved that within a different save slot. I don't know. But thank you so much for watching, guys. And take care of yourselves. See you all in the next time of the Upside Down Man. Have a good day and take care of yourselves. Again.